Welcome back, everybody. This is xIloveninjax, and this is the Nether Room I have been constructing. Alright, let's take a quick look around. I just had a visitor. Where did that little rascal go? Did he go into the other room? Well, hello, sir. How are you doing? This is my little friend. He is visiting for the time being. A lot of times they kind of come and go, so it's totally fine if he wants to just pack it up one day and just mosey on to his next little area. That is totally fine with me. Anyway, as you can see, I kind of picked up a little bit of stuff off the ground, and that's just because I was having really bad luck trying to find any more quartz in the Nether. It wasn't too hard to find it. It was just a little bit out of reach, so I might have to reset the old thing. But other than that, everything's going pretty well. Alright. And then stuff like this happens. Why we can't have nice things. Alright, let's swim up here just a little bit and close up this hole. Hope that my friend doesn't mind this. Yeah. With construction, sometimes this happens. There we go. Alright, all done. We'll have to fix that little problem in a little bit, but other than that, it's coming along nicely. So let's put these down. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of work on this nether room just a little bit, and as you can see, that's what this whole area is going to look like. So let's fill in this stone brick over here. One up there and up there. And we're just going to carry it. We're going to see how far we can get this all the way across. Alright, so I have some more smelting upstairs, so it shouldn't be a problem. We shouldn't be utterly running out of this, as we can see kind of right here. We're really close to running out, but we still have to do a little bit on the other side. Hey, how's it going, sir? Just in case you want to move along and go back into the nether. If not, you're welcome to stay as long as you want, sir. Nice having visitors. Uninvited, but, you know, I appreciate that he wanted to come visit my little area. That's nice. Alright, so we got a bunch of our stuff is almost done. Let's get some more stones. And we're going to turn those stones into stone bricks. That whole dungeon motif we're going for. Alright, let's go back down. Pay a visit to our little friend. How you doing, sir? You need a name, I think. We need a little name tag for you. I'll have to go find a dungeon and see about getting you a name tag. If you want to, you know, be a permanent resident. If not, it's fine. It's fine. I understand. You're very busy, sir. Very, very busy. Here, let me give you some light. It's a little dark in here. I don't want you to get scared. You can warm yourself with the light as well if you get cold. Alright. So this is our room so far. And as you can see, I already kind of placed these all the way out on the edges and on this edge. And that's why I kind of cut into the middle of the floor, the little red carpet area that we're going to go for. And let's see. We got to go back up, and we had some other stuff smelting as well as that stone brick that we had. So let's get our glass and our other glass. It's going to give us a couple levels as we're going. So let's go through and let's find the glass paint. So we'll do 2 stacks. That should be enough. The rest of the glass can just kind of hang out here. I'm not going to really need it right now. I'm going with the glass panes as opposed to the glass that I kind of had before. I think the glass panes, when I was doing it, looked a little bit nicer, so I think we're going to go with that. Alright, so we're just going to put these out. I can always break away underneath them eventually when we're going to be doing this. And I'm just going to go through and stack them all up. And I'll show you what I'm doing. And I'm going to have to do one other thing as well while I'm down here. But hopefully our new visitor... Ah, I broke the wrong one. Darn it. Our new visitor is not going to mind too much what we're doing. As long as I tell him to be cautious around. Because we're going to be using lava. And that is some dangerous stuff. Especially if you're not paying attention and you are a zombie man. You might get a little upset. So I got to give him fair warning about that before the construction goes on. Don't want him to get hurt. He is our new friend. Look, he's jumping around. He's happy. He likes this place. Not so red as the Nether. So he's probably having a blast. Alright. Takes a little time because you got to hit that thing exact or else you're going to be losing whatever you put down. So, there we go. Alright, sir. You stay right there. We're going to go up here real quick. And how many buckets of lava do I got? 2. Alright, that should just about do it. We're going to do our best to make an infinite source of lava. I've never done this before. I was reading a little bit about it. I wasn't sure if it was actually possible. But it's probably one of those old things that everybody kind of knows. And you just kind of forget about. Alright, put one right there and one right there. And the source block should form right in the middle. So let's see. Might take a second or two. Unless it doesn't work in the PlayStation version, only on the computer. Let's see. I'll let that go all the way through. Okay. Then we'll put one right here. Where'd it go? I've seen it in other videos where they extended it also, and it looked pretty nice as well, but let's see. If I did that, would that have any effect on it? They were using it in a kind of a pyramid type form. Yeah, it's not letting me get any from the middle, so what we might have to do is run upstairs, go to where I know lava is. Oh, good, it's not dark out. It'll probably be dark by the time we get back. So there's our little chest house up there. Not a lot of stuff in it yet, but it's coming along. I still need to do the very front where the little buckle is. So that'll look pretty nice when that's all done. And I'll find a way to link everything up eventually. So we'll just eventually make a huge house or huge area over here. I was talking to my son about it, what we should do, and he was saying we should make like a mall, and I was like, oh, that sounds pretty fun. But then he was like, well, let's make it an outdoor mall. It's like, well, isn't that just a bunch of shops all next to each other? And he didn't necessarily disagree with that, but you know, I think when I was thinking mall, I was thinking a huge structure and different small shops inside of it, which would be pretty cool and very ambitious. So I think it would be fun to do, but it'd also be a little time consuming as well. So maybe shooting a little less towards the stars and more towards reality would work a little bit better. So we'll probably make like a bunch of little shops and like a library and stuff like that, because I've made those before in other worlds. They always turn out pretty good. Library is always a kind of a pain because you have to make so many books, and it takes so long to make them nowadays because all the leather you have to get for the book, the bounds of it. I think I remember first playing it and all you had to do was get 3 pieces of paper and that was a book. Now you have to have hard leather bound books. You know. Smell of rich mahogany. Yes. All that good stuff. Alright, it's getting a little dark now. Let's run on home. Those are all my sheep. I used to have a black sheep. I don't know what happened. Maybe he despawned. Hopefully not, because he was my only one of those dudes. Unless he just magically disappeared and died. Alright. Got my extra lava. Yes. Okay. And I still can't get that, so. This might not work on this console version. Be nice if it did, because then I wouldn't have to keep going back and forth, getting all this dumb lava. It's not letting me take from the middle, so. Oh, what a bummer. I thought we had figured it out. It just keeps taking from every place but the right spot. Oh well. I know when it's all covered up. Let's go back downstairs and check stuff out. Anyway, let's see if our friend's still down here. Where is he at? Oh, lava's leaking. Where's our friend at? He didn't sneak back there. That rascal, he left. Oh well. We can still put the panes down right now. It'll take a while to get all that lava that we need. But it's doable. It's not something that's going to be too impossible to do. So. I was just hoping that to make life a little easier for me, we could easily get, you know, something like that on this console version of PlayStation 3. Now, I did all this earlier because I do have a PlayStation Vita also, and I do play that, switch it over every so often from this to the PlayStation Vita. But for some reason, when I put it on the Vita, it worked fine, and then when I was trying to upload it back onto the PlayStation 3, it just like said, "Oh, upload cannot happen," and that's happened to me a few times. Right when it first came out, that was one of the problems I had with it. It would say the upload couldn't go back through, and I think it was like the file size was a little bit too big for it. Alright, this is not working. Alright. Alright, so let's go down here. And let's check out what my vision of this was. Get some of this dirt up. Thank you. Oops, I'm going to actually need that. So let's move the inventory just a little bit. Alright, and we're going to start putting this up in the top right here. Make a little crappy staircase. I think I can smell disaster coming, so let me inch it back a little bit. There we go. Drop the lava there, and drop the lava here, and do that. We're just gonna inch our way along, very slowly. And eventually we're not gonna even need any of these torches in here. It's gonna be super light. But it looks pretty good. I like the way it looks so far. Just have to remember when digging not to dig straight down into that area. And here's our little failed experiment. Boo. Alright, let's get our stuff. Alright, excellent. Let's go back down. It's funny, the bucket of does not turn into a bucket of obsidian when we go down into the water like that. That is very convenient. We wouldn't want that to happen. Burn death? What the heck? That's stupid. Why did that happen? It looks like crap now. think it's not falling out or anything. Alright, so that's what it's going to look like. It's going to take me a little while to get everything all finished. Might have to just spend some time and make a huge amount of buckets. But other than that, that's pretty much what the room's going to look like. I am going to go back in and change the flooring under here. But for the meantime, it's pretty good how it is. I still need a lot more of that quartz from the nether. And that stuff is kind of being a pain in my rear right now. Let's go gather up all this stuff. And I'm going to have to figure out why it didn't work on the console version, but it works on the other version. It's a little bit perplexing to me why it wouldn't work, but it might just be the way the console is in comparison to the other one. Let's finish this floor, or almost finish it. I think it's going to be pretty close. Yep, 2 missing. And let's get the rest of our stuff. Alright, we got plenty now. Let's finish up the floor just a little bit more. But thanks everybody for watching. If you like this, rate, comment, subscribe, and that would really help me out. So thanks everybody, and I'll see y'all next time.